I realize I haven't made a video in, well, not that long. Possibly Saturday, though. I don't know if I made one Sunday. I can't remember. I got some to the YouTube. But yeah, I haven't made any today. And I'm trying to think of what I even did Monday. Well, I did work on some music stuff with my former bandmate. But other than that, not much. Might go back to the library computers just to work on some uploads. We already got 2 viewers at the top, so that's pretty sweet. Anyway, I just wanted to do this song. I've covered some of this performer's songs before, but I don't know. Well, I have done this one. I have both along to a CD and guitar, I think, but I could only find versions with sharps and flats this time around. I don't know where our 2 viewers went. I think, oh, they're there. Oh no, there's one anyway. Hi, Christian. How are you? How you doing, man? You'll be able to relate to this, and I'd like to think that, you know, if we get to know people enough, I mean, of course, we can't like everyone, we can't get along with everyone, but I'd like to think that if we get to know people enough for everything that they are, then, you know, we find things in common with everyone. You know, sadly, some people don't take the time to do that, but most do, so that's good. I just found a squish brownie on my carpet in a wrapper. Anywho, thank you. That's very nice. So I'm going to do this song on piano because it has some sharps in it and stuff. I haven't done it in a while, so do bear with me. I was really surprised. My former bandmate, hi George, I've just recently connected with him again. He's not real happy with his cousin right now. However, I did, over 12 years, my block list has gotten quite extensive. I don't like drama, I don't like fake, you know, etc. And there are some that I noticed in there now, and yeah, like, they just have really kind of like made up type of names. And Facebook apparently doesn't even allow that, but I don't know why. And again, if you know the person behind it, then it's maybe not so much of an issue. But I had to try, well, my phone died at McDonald's last night, but I had to try, this morning I found him really quickly, my former bandmate. And there's a picture of him when he was a kid. Doesn't even look like the same nationality. He looks native in the picture. But anyway, there's his cousin's sister's son committed suicide recently. He's on a website with some interesting stuff said on it. And only once we got to McDonald's did my former bandmate mention that this guy swings both ways. But he, I don't know, he looked good in that shirtless with that pink lei, I'll say that much. But, and his name is kind of similar, not only something psychological, but also to a street that we have here. But anyway, apparently he's had a bit of a dark past. I don't know if I'd want to channel with my medium ability or not. But, well, to the 2 that are watching right now, it would certainly be no surprise that I am a LGBT person. That's one thing I must say about my ex. Even though she would often say I'm a disappointment, that it's too bad I like guys, etc., etc. One time we were at my then friend Paul's place, and she did, I don't know, she has a gay uncle, but she's not real close with him, or really anyone, but she did once say, well, they're people too. You know, and she's not giving this crazy Janet who leaves religious letters for people. And I'm not saying she's crazy because she's religious, I'm just saying, you know, she's killed cats, she doesn't think unemployed people should eat, etc., etc., women shouldn't wear makeup, all this stuff. Anyway, so I'm glad that Susan's not giving my address to her. But as long as I, you know, I mean, like I say, some of the stuff she's done, though, in the past does make me want to use the B word. But, of course, if she's mad at me, because I never have, I bit my tongue on it, if she's mad at me about it, then I don't know what she might say to this Janet one. So yeah, I've had 4 ex-girlfriends, but weirdly we just kind of just jumped into the relationship. The longest lasted 8 months. Now I'm in one that's been going for about 5 or 6 months, all by distance, from another country, which is pretty cool, thanks to Facebook. But I can't even remember very many first dates. It's the weirdest thing. I mean, I can remember things that we've done. But anyway, so the 2 that are watching now would come as no surprise that I'm a LGBT person, human being. But And I don't hide it on here. The only time I ever really do, in general, I mean, there was one thing that I didn't post today. I posted it to a group that I admin, but we can use the term "this is a straight setting," but oh, cool, thumbs up. We can use the term "this is a straight setting," in certain places, but really, even though it's hard not to sometimes, we shouldn't assume. Because, like, there's a club/lounge that I go to karaoke at quite often, and it's a predominantly straight place, but one or two of the staff aren't straight, possibly even three if you consider someone that used to work there. I have seen some same-sex couples in there as of recently. Even dancing on the dance floor, slow dancing. It was really cool. But, we are everywhere. And people have to accept that we are just as equal as everyone else. And we go everywhere. But until you get to know someone, sometimes I wouldn't tell them. Or, in certain settings where you think, okay, this guy's likely straight, so maybe I won't tell him kind of thing. But, even though sometimes I just go by the picture and the name that I like on here, I have either accepted or requested everyone that over the past 12 years is in my list. So, I mean, I call it a safe place for people. Like I say, I don't always look, but I really see, in 2017 and even long before now, where that kind of thing shouldn't be an issue, right? Just like race or whatever. Waiting for Christian to emoji that. Anyway, so I'm going to play this song, and I just recently made now it really looks like I have a halo. I just recently made a YouTube channel, and I happened to search Ellen DeGeneres. Some of you may have noticed I've always been a fan, but lately I've been kind of searching her sitcom and her early comedy stuff and all that. And there's a girl from our city who's been on the show and who's gotten to speak with Lady Gaga, and although there's one song that I don't like of Lady Gaga's, but other than that, I mean, and there's some of the lyrics in this one I'm about to do that I don't quite get. But I'm thinking, because I found this girl's channel, maybe now that I have a channel myself, I'm going to comment on it and keep it open. That way I can go back and see, because I don't really know how to otherwise, unless I, remember. And maybe we can do some collaborating with her. Years ago when, she became popular, she was just a teenager, I think. Or, no, younger than that, maybe. But so I just watched a clip where she said, Lady Gaga's up there and I'm just beginning. And Ellen said, yeah, that's right. But so I might contact her. Now, this song, without any further ado, I just want to say that, yes, and I made a mention of this in a group I admin, it is being LGBT, it does have things to do with your DNA, your genetic makeup, a chromosome. I wouldn't say a chemical imbalance because that makes it sound like a disease, right? But, DNA, chromosomes, etc. And that, so whether people realize that they're LGBT or not, if you are, own it, be proud to be you. And there was something else I thought of earlier when I was watching the video that I was going to say, but I can't remember what. That you were born this way. The only thing I don't like about the title or the song, as far as, there's a couple lyrics I don't understand, but most of it's really good, is that it will make some straight people say, well, I wasn't born this way. And I don't think you have to be. One thing as a bisexual that I really dislike, whether it's intentional or not that someone says it, is when, some people say, oh, the acronym's so long. And in fact, there's a Pride event coming up. It's the very first day of it, and it goes for 2 weeks this year, so that out-of-towners and everyone can, have some choices and work it through their schedule and all that, right? There is a Two-Spirited Native event that they've asked if I would be willing to volunteer at, and Vince said it's only a half an hour thing, but they might need me for more than that. We just had another viewer at the top. I'm just realizing that light above looks a bit like something other than a halo. Anywho, but though some are born to be GLBT, some trans don't transition until they're older than a teenager, right? I definitely think that, sober or not, a lot of supposed straight guys don't act it. Um, and I think a lot of them knock it before they've tried anything, even maybe just cuddling, besides like a quick hug. Um, I still remember I was in an ER recently, and there was a young gay couple across from us. I should have said something, but he was looking at his phone, and then he was under a blanket because he had some kind of eye issue that you could notice that he had, and they were on their phones. I don't even remember. I was thinking about it last night. I don't even remember them really saying much to each other, but they must have. Anyway, I think with media, even media for based with the community, they umbrella everything under gay. Gay pride, gay club, gay artist, and even though they don't intentionally mean to leave people out within the acronym, they do. And it also makes, and I have a GLBT song, I have a couple of them. One's on my YouTube, one I'm still got to find in my albums on here. It makes straight guys think that they have to be one or the other. And they forget about the in-between, And, yeah, all I'll say is it's an option. And you don't have to be born it, because some of us don't know right away. I guess you could even though I feel I was born it, I would say that, yeah, it's just a whole explanation. And the other thing too is that, and maybe I'll put a little blurb at the top, 18 plus, although I don't know. A lot of kids seem to know who they are younger these days. I don't know if it's because of the internet or what, but what was I gonna say now? I can't remember. Oh, that within certain orientations, nobody's the same. Just like within mental illnesses, nobody has it the same way. We're all unique. We all have different struggles, strengths, even within, things like sport teams, bands, collaborations, and we all have different preferences. So I think that sums it up really well, and I'm going to do this video now, or this song now, and it is Born This Way, if you hadn't guessed. Okay, here we go. Again, I have to slide this so that I'm in middle C. Not going to do anything well, maybe. Strings piano setting? Okay, works for me. Okay. Yeah, I was really surprised by former bandmate. That's why I was mentioning him earlier. I just found out he doesn't read anything but chords for piano. He has a lot of instruments in his basement right now, but he doesn't follow music notes. But he's very, very good. And we'll post Arms of an Angel by Sarah McLachlan soon. And we're working on my Pride GLBT song and that. So we'll get that posted on YouTube and maybe here, but I don't know what kind of file type it's going to be. He seems to think he has my email too. So, but anyway, I'm just going to follow the chords, keep it simple, and here we go. I don't know if I can do it in this key. Okay, I'm going to have to do the song in another video because I can't do it in this key. I'll be right back.